Hello, we're back now for part 6 of our videos, of our video tutorials. Um, and this one is again aimed for those of us who put together the final product. And so we've looked in the last two on how to edit the individual videos that get sent to you. We've looked at how to do basic trimming and how to adjust volume levels where you need to. Then we have looked at how to insert graphics into those videos where you may need them, and then how to flip the image. So we're going to come back into our video editing software, VSDC. Again, if you use something else, the basic idea will be the same, but what I'm showing you here is going to be specific to VSDC. So once again, we will go to import content, and we're still in the file for the graphic images for the song the hymn that I showed you in the last video. But here we are, we're back in the folder for the service that we did for Sunday, November 29th. And we're going to start off with these finished videos that are numbered 1 through 13. I'm not going to show you all 13 of them. That would simply take too long. But we're going to start off with number 1, obviously. We select that, and we come down to the button that says Open. So we see that our resolution is at full HD, 1920 by 1080, and at 16 by 9, the widescreen. And our frame rate is at 30. By this point, we've done all the video editing we need to do. As far as the individual ones are concerned, we just need to put it together. So we're going to change our projects setting, or our title. And so we're going to say Advent 4, November 29, oops, I left 2020. St. Michael's, Lincoln Park, MI. So if somebody from St. Michael's had to take over for me, which obviously most of my congregation is now groaning at that thought, this is what they would put in to match the way we already do it. If you're with an outside congregation and you're looking at doing it, then you would devise your own system of what to put here. And whether you're going to put it in on YouTube or Facebook, it doesn't really matter. Just if you're specifically going with Facebook, you could set the resolution down to 1280 by 720. However, if you wanted the option to use multiple platforms, it's your best bet to leave it at 1920 by 1080 full HD, because Facebook doesn't care what size you upload it at. It's going to scale it down to, if it's larger than 720p, it will scale it down to that. So now that we have set it, we will click Finish. And here we are with the video in place. So we'll click play. I'll hear rattling on the background. So we've reached the end of the video. So now we come up here. Last time we inserted something, it was a picture, but here we want to insert a video. So it's this tab with the little arrow on it. And now we come to number 2, which is the opening hymn. We click open. In this case, the default of from cursor position is just fine. And we don't want to mess with the duration because 2 minutes, 6 seconds and change is how long it really is. And again, insert to layer because we want to produce one final video. Even if you chose to add a new layer, it'll still put it in one video. I just find it easier to deal with this way. If we had said insert to a new layer, it would push this one down to here and we would find the new video here. Now I'll click back slightly and we will see the sharp but smooth transition.
The King shall come when morning dawns, and light triumphant breaks.
Now I'll click ahead to the end of the video.
Amen.
And let it play forward. And then I will repeat the step. Click Add Video. And we'll go ahead to number 3. And again, we'll just say Insert to Layer, and we'll go with cursor position. And once more, I'll show you the transition.
Amen.
Good morning and welcome. Welcome, St. Michael's and all angels and all who are joining us online today as we celebrate the 4th Sunday in Advent.
And if you want to do more of a fade transition, there are ways to do it. I'm just trying to keep this simple. So if you wanted to go and do a Google search and look that up, you're welcome to do it. But I don't think that I want to be taking up your time to do it.
Amen.
And so once more, we've come to the end of the video. And I will show you with just one more. We'll again click Add Video. And number 4, our first reading from the book of Isaiah. Do the same thing from cursor position and insert to layer. Click OK. Now you'll notice from the tab, from the bar down here, that for this one I simply pasted together Paula's intro with the reading done by Anthony.
We turn now to our scripture lessons. In this first reading, we hear that the people are held captive in a foreign land, and Isaiah prays for God's judgment to come. Like survivors of California wildfires and Gulf Coast hurricanes, the coronavirus pandemic and racial violence, they have lost so much of the life they had. Listen, for we can make this prayer our own today.
A reading from the book of Isaiah. Oh, that you would tear open the heavens and come down.
I just found that by putting them together like that, it was easier to keep them there, and it was easier to keep track of everything, and it just meant a couple fewer videos that I had to put together for the final product. If you're the one putting the videos together and you come to a different conclusion, that is perfectly acceptable, whatever works best for you. So then, once you have put all the pieces together, again, you come up here to Export Product, Export Project, and then you click the Export Project button here at the end. And you go through, you let it load. For a full video, it's probably going to take about an hour. Allow yourself about an hour. If you've got a slower system and these videos have been taking a while to do, then allow yourself more time. Certainly give yourself at least a full day just for editing and for then the final assembly. That'll play it safe. So now you've put your video together, and you have, in this situation, I tell it to put it into the videos file. Then I would take the final version and put it into the file for that particular Sunday. The next thing I need to do is prepare the video for uploading. So we'll go back to the file for the 29th. And down here at the bottom, I keep a file. It's a simple RTF, rich text format document. It's labeled YouTube info. Okay. And this is the information that we put up on YouTube for when we upload it. If you were doing it strictly on Facebook, you'd still want basically the same thing in the comments below. So you would say, in this case, Advent for November 29, the same thing that I just titled the video as, then some information on it. The fact that all our music is under license from onelicense.net, although it happened that in that particular video, both pieces of music we were doing were open, were in public domain. So that honestly was not going to be an issue there. I'll move that out of my way. But I just leave that in there so I don't forget and let it get out of there. And then I have the website information, both our St. Michael's website and St. Michael's Facebook page. And then our diocese offers a way for people to contribute online. And then when the time comes to upload that into Facebook or upload into YouTube, you would simply copy and paste this. We've already covered the basics on how to do that. And if you're doing it in Facebook, you would basically paste in the same information to make it available to people. So, of course, to do that, we will reopen Chrome. We'll click back to YouTube. We'll come over to the camera image for Create and click on Upload Video. Here we'll say Select File. And we're in the folder for November 29th. And then here is the video. Advent for November 29, 2020, St. Michael's, Lincoln Park, Michigan. And we would click Open. However, I don't see any reason to upload this to our private video channel, and it's already on the public one. So we will just click Close. If you wish to see that one, you of course can already look on our regular YouTube channel. I think this covers everything that you're really going to need. What most of you will need is really just in the first two videos. But if you're looking to be able to upload and prepare final videos on your own, whether you're at St. Michael's and want to help, or whether you are from an outside congregation and are looking at options for recorded services of your own, either to get started or that what you have been doing is not working for you and you want a different idea. I'm not going to say better, just different. Then by all means, I hope that this has helped. Thank you for bearing with me. And if you have any questions or if you want more information on something specific, I'll make sure I have my email address included on this video, and or feel free to put something in the comments below. I put all these together in a playlist, and you'll find the links to the preceding video right in the description below this video. So thank you very much, and I hope that for as long as the virus makes it necessary, that this allows us to pursue pre-recorded videos. And then, of course, when we get back into live worship, we can look at what will the online presence continue to be. But I think for those of us who are doing just simple editing and recordings, other people will be handling those considerations. So, thank you very much.